Welcome back to 3-Minute Theology. Today we'll be considering the hymn, O Love That Wilt Not Let Me Go. It was composed by George Matheson, a Scotsman, in 1842. Matheson suffered poor eyesight his entire life and went entirely blind in his early 20s. His fiancée left him because of his blindness, and the hymn arose out of the intense mental suffering that he endured. This hymn is biblically faithful not because it walks a straight line through a text of Scripture, but because it is built upon solidly biblical themes. Matheson addresses 4 aspects of God's interactions with His church: love, light, joy, and the cross. First verse, God's love will not let Him go. Everything in Christianity springs from the truth that God so loved the world, and we love because He first loved us. In the face of great struggle, suffering, and weariness, we can rest in God's love. We surrender our lives to God's love and find our lives immeasurably increased by the losing. Second verse, O light that follows all my ways. Jesus is the light who shines in the darkness and enlightens everyone. And the same sentiment is expressed as the first verse. We surrender our light to God, realizing that everything we have, our life, our understanding, our very being, is only ours because God gives it to us in the first place. We restore our borrowed ray, and in God's sunshine blaze its day. May brighter, fairer be. In the third verse, we address the joy that seeks us through pain. Even as the pain makes us want to close up on ourselves, to become a rock and an island that feels no pain and never cries, we cannot. God's joy penetrates our hearts. By His grace, we see the rainbow through the rain. We know that God's promise is not vain. The day is coming when there will be no more tears. God will wipe every tear from our eyes. In the fourth verse, O cross that lifteth my head, I dare not ask to fly from Thee. Just as Jesus prayed that the cup might pass from Him, just as Peter denied Jesus during his trial, we all want to seek an escape from the trials that come upon us. But we dare not. Rather, Jesus calls us to deny ourselves, to take up our cross and follow Him. And so we lay in dust, life's glory, dead. We die to ourselves, to our ambitions, our hopes, our plans. But from the ground there blossoms red, life that shall endless be. As we are united to Christ in a death like His, we shall certainly be united to Him in a resurrection like His. And so through the pain, we do not rebel, we do not lose heart, we trust, we endure, and we surrender. And we find Christ to be far greater than all that comes against us. So when you're suffering, turn to this song and remind yourself of the life to come. And when you aren't suffering, sing this song and remind yourself that when suffering does come, it cannot undo the great work that Christ has done for us. God's love will not let us go, and all will be well. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep on, and God bless.